I wanted to talk a little bit. So I'm so excited. Oh, should I say soy señora Gos? Soy señora Gos. Mucho gusto. Nice to meet you. I'm so excited because so many students are using Flip-Flop Spanish as their co-op curriculum. So it's so exciting. Lots of families are learning together, which increases accountability, and it's just wonderful. I'm hearing some different things whenever they're teaching, though. So following See It and Say It is great. Listening, going over the words, things like that. But then I hear students practicing, and their parents are asking them to translate. We don't want to translate. So translating is bad because that's one of the reasons that it's not bad. It's not a good habit to get into because that's one of the reasons we can't speak when we want to speak, because we have to stop, say it in English in our head, translate, and move on. I'm not really set up here. Lo siento. So what you do want to do is you just want to see it and say it. So when you're quizzing your students or you're trying to check for understanding or improve their confidence, things like that, please don't say things like como se dice dog. That is bad, because then the kids, or you'll say dog, and they'll go dog. You want to just show it to them and just hold it up and go. You can say, ¿Qué es esto? That's like, what is this? ¿Qué es esto? Or ¿Cómo se dice? With the picture, but you don't want to translate. So when you're quizzing people, you want to make sure you're just holding the words up and then, or pointing it to on the table. I have a little camera over here, but I don't need to switch it for you. I just need you to make sure you're not creating a bad habit in your students by asking them to translate. So a great way to actually make them help them to use their language is just like I do with See It and Say It. Just lay the cards out, or you can say, ¿Qué quieres decir? What do you want to say? ¿Qué quieres decir? And then they lay out, me gusta el perro. And so they're putting out the complete sentences. But you don't want to say things like, how do you say I like the dog? Or you also don't want to do this. You don't want to say, okay, what did you just say in English? No, they know English. Their job is to decode. So me gusta el perro, don't have them translate. They know English. So focus on the Spanish only, and you're really getting it into their head with the photos and with laying them out on the flashcards. But please take away translation when you're speaking. Translation it on paper, like for some of the worksheets and handouts that I do for your co-op classes, those co-op handouts, that's fine, because you do have to check for understanding and you're not there. So you're sending it home, they're filling it out on the paper, but then when they speak in class and you go over the homework, only read the Spanish. And so you just don't want to focus in on translation. That's all. I think I've beaten it to death. I think I've made it clear. Translation, mal, bad. Speaking and saying what you want to say, bueno. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. Gracias. Adios.